call, please.
Mrs. Servant here. Ms. Weinstein.
Here.
Mr. Paz. Here. Mrs. Atkinson.
Here.
Mr. Merkin. Here. Mrs. Wengler.
Here.
Ms. Mallon.
Here. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for coming out tonight. Special thanks to our football players who will be honoring soon. Thank you for being here. July and August have been a little bit sad for the Manchester School District, so I'm just asking that you keep the Farrell and Ocone families in your thoughts and prayers, as well as their family, friends, and colleagues. And please also keep the family, friends, and loved ones of Connor Nolan, as he was a class of 2023 graduate who tragically passed in a motor vehicle accident. Orientations are taking place. Be sure to check out your district website for information if that applies to you. I wish all of the Manchester staff and students, as they begin their 25-26 school years, the best. I hope everyone makes lots of memories, learns lots of amazing things, and has the time of their lives. I leave you with some words from Denise Whitmer. A new school year means new beginnings, new adventures, new friendships, and new challenges. The slate is clean and anything can happen. Have a great 25-26 school year, everybody. Okay. Ms. Pedroza.
Good evening, everybody. This evening, it is with great sadness that I share the passing of our dear colleague and our friend, Jill Ocone. As many of you know, Jill was diagnosed in late October with a rare form of cancer. Throughout her battle, she faced each challenge with extraordinary courage, resilience, and grace. Her strength was truly inspiring to all who knew her. Please keep Jill's family in your thoughts and prayers as they navigate this very difficult journey. If you know Mrs. Ocone, I want you to keep her words and continue to resonate with all of us and send her light and love. That was her message to all of us. Sending her light and love. At this time, I please ask you to join me in a moment of silence in honor of Ms. Ocone, whose legacy of care and kindness has left a lasting impact on our school community. High school won't be the same without her. I'm going to give you some upcoming dates. September 2nd, for our district in-service, staff will be welcome back into our buildings. And for those students, we look forward to having you back September 4th. That's a Thursday. You're smiling. You're glad to be back, right? Looking forward to it? Still have some time. Enjoy your summer. I do also want to let you know that our staff has been working very hard to get our buildings ready. They look great. We have hired a number of very talented educators who will be filling some key positions. We also bid farewell to some very valued staff members who have since earned their well-deserved retirement. We believe these changes are going to strengthen our district and work together for the best interest of our community as a whole. I also want to let you know that we have some very special guests here this evening. We have Coach Masari. He's here to bring up some wonderful students. So I'm going to start. Can you bring up my student recognition of these wonderful students? Thank you so much. So Coach Masari, thank you for being here. I think Mr. Lister is here, and also our new athletic director, Mr. Hoffman. It is my pleasure to actually do a student recognition, because we don't usually do them in the summer, but something very, very special happens this past summer. You guys were involved, I believe, in Tech 101. Am I correct about that? Yeah. Yes, and you can see that, quite honestly, hold on. Shameless plug there. I'm sure you come to the high school games, right? I think the Coach Farrell put that there. I mean, we kind of discussed it. That's okay. Listen, we're going to be there rooting you on, but we're rooting you on right now for your character, your integrity, and what you represent, because you know that all of your coaches, I spoke to you at practice, they talk about the character and how you are not only on the field, but off the field. And so what I want to explain to all of you is that these students had the ability to go to Crestwood Village, am I correct? Leisure Village West. And they provided Tech 101 with a lot of patience, with a lot of time, with a lot of support, and they were able to really help the senior citizens in that community. But beyond that, what they did was truly remarkable and amazing. These helping hawks volunteered not only in that community, but when they were leaving and going to their car or getting on a bus, they actually saw that one of the senior citizens in the community fell. And they came to the aid of that senior citizen without even thinking or stopping or doing anything other than making sure they were supporting that senior citizen who had fallen. We did not know about that. As a matter of fact, what ended up happening was I think Ms. Weinstein got an email and she passed it along to us, just commending you gentlemen for the extraordinary ability to be able to stop, recognize there was a problem, and to problem solve. So we would like to say that you are excellence by example. And I'd like to call up Jaden, Desmond, Jeremiah, Aiden, Jared, and Zaheen. I'll give them a nice round of applause. Coach, do you want to say something about these young men, Coach? Check.
Just to work with these young men is special. Our kids work hard, they're special. We were out there for 3 hours in the rain today. Not one of them complained. They're getting better. We're young, but we're getting better. And they set an example. This is what it's all about. Community first, family first, and then football. Okay? And like I said, Coach Farrell can't be here tonight, but I know he's proud of what they have done, as well as the whole coaching staff and the whole community. Fine young men. Thank you. Thank you.
I never, ever have had the opportunity to work with such a fine group of young men. The way they show up on that field, the way they cheer each other on, that is really teamwork. But I also want to commend the coaches because you really are an example of excellence. The way you speak to them, the way you know, Tommy Farrell will be here this evening. No, listen, I'm not hearing some of it, but I did hear you say, I want to see your pads. I'm like, okay, all right, he does get a little bit funny with them. But you're always wonderful, and you're always great with them, but you're always explaining to them, best foot forward. Remember, you're in uniform, and sometimes you're not, but people are going to know you are Manchester products. And so, what Tommy Farrell often says to you is integrity over
Ego.
Integrity over
Ego.
And what does DIG stand for? Can you tell them?
Discipline, intellect,
Together,
and grit.
what does DIG stand for?
Discipline, intellect, and grit.
That's it. Discipline, intellect, and grit. And you really know what that means, right?
Yeah.
And he lives it, and he models that, and all of his coaches do that as well. So you should be so proud, and we thank you so much. What I also think is very outstanding is that at that Tech 101, you had more than half of the football players there. We did. Volunteering their time, you know, not really being asked anything other than can you show up and help these people, and that's what they did. So kudos to all of you. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Make your coach and all of us proud. Thank you, young lady. Thank you so much. You guys can have a seat. We're certainly going to see if they want to. Thank you. Great job. So much. Great job, guys. Great job. You guys staying? You can stay? You can leave if you'd like to, but you certainly may stay also. What time you gotta be up tomorrow? What time you gotta be up for practice tomorrow? 6 a.m.? Okay. You guys gotta be up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. I have to be up at 6. I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation. When you were that age.
back in the fees that I left.
These are all online, right? Yeah.
Okay, you'll see there's several presentations on the board agenda this evening. One of them relates to the access test scores. That is a linked broadcast. It's also a PowerPoint. It will be posted online tomorrow. You'll also see that Mr. George gave his second half of the year school safety report. That is there as well. And then we also have a presentation regarding our goals, and that includes the building goals, the district goals, and then the board will be discussing their goals at our next meeting. We will be meeting about a half an hour earlier in September. I believe the date is September 17th. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Pedrosa. Mr. Lorenzen, do you have a report for us?
Just a couple of agenda items. We have a couple shared service agreements on the agenda. These are agreements that we are doing with other districts where we are providing them a service and they are paying us for it. We have one with Lacey Township. We are providing a bus aid to ride with one of their students that attend regional day school. The other one is with Plumstead Township. We provide a physical therapist to their district 2 days a week. And they obviously pay for that plus a little administrative fee on top of that. So those are on the agenda tonight for approval. We have a parent paid tuition contract on the agenda tonight for approval. We have a family who had moved out of town. They have a senior, and our policy does allow that child to continue to attend here if the family is willing to pay tuition for the child to come here. So that contract is on the agenda tonight as well. And then lastly, we received our ESSA funding, which is the former No Child Left Behind funding. It was actually better than expected. We were pretty much flat across the board with the exception of Title III. Our ESL enrollment, continues to grow, so a little bit more funding was put in that bucket, but overall it was very positive considering where we thought this would be back when we were preparing the budget.
I have a question about the physical therapist.
Sure.
All of our student needs are being met
Yes.
here?
Yep.
Okay. And we're not short?
Yeah, this was somebody who was working part-time already and then agreed to pick up the additional 2 days. So she's accommodating the services we need here. The other 2 days she goes to Plumstead.
Thank you. At this time, we'd like to invite anybody from the community to come to the microphone if you have questions or comments on agenda items only. We just ask that you state your name, and we're doing a 3-minute time limit.
3 minutes.
Craig, do you want to comment?
I'm Heather Kramer, I live in Hollywood, and just a quick follow-up question on the physical therapist that we're sharing. So I understand that they're part-time, so if we need a therapist where it would have been a day they would have been at another school, are we holding them here so our kids aren't losing those services?
Well, this isn't the only therapist we have down there. We have others in the district. This person was already working she was working 3 days a week for us. Plumstead had reached out to us and had a need, but if for some reason our caseload gets to a point where we need her here, and she's got to be willing to want to work here 5 days a week, we would obviously put our district first.
So does that go for any of the therapists that work with other schools through us too? Like, so if we need a substitute, OT or PT, and there's somebody that we have on contract that we're contracted out with another school, can we hold them here or say, I'm sorry, we need you here Tuesday?
This is the only one we have. This is the only one we share with another district. Typically, unless somebody's going to be out for an extended period of time, we don't typically get a sub for OTs and PTs. But if we do, typically there we have to go through an agency usually, or if it's a long leave, we might be able to find somebody who's willing to do a coverage. But it varies. But obviously, we put the priority of our district first. So if something changes and we need this person here, then we would terminate the shared service.
But if there was a substitute needed for, like, say, someone's going to be out for like a month, we wouldn't pull them from that school?
It depends. That would be something that Joe would have to do. We would have to look at caseload and see what we can shift around. If we cannot shift caseload around with our existing people, then that would be a discussion we would have to have.
Okay, thank you.
there any other questions on
No,
agenda?
I didn't.
No. I'm asking everybody.
Oh, I didn't look at the agenda. Should I look at the agenda?
Anybody else? Okay, are there any board member reports? Is there any old business or correspondence?
No business, no correspondence.
Okay, let's move to the agenda, please. Section 1, numbers 1 and 2. Can I get a motion?
Motion. Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Servant?
Yes.
Ms. Weinstein?
Yes.
Mr. Paz? Mrs. Atkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Merkin? I'll abstain. Mrs. Wengler?
Yes.
Ms. Mapp?
Yes. Okay. B through E. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? Can I get a roll call, please?
Mrs. Servant?
Yes.
Ms. Weinstein?
Yes.
Mr. Paz?
Yes.
Mrs. Atkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Merkin?
Yes.
Mrs. Wengler?
Yes.
Ms. Mapp?
Yes. Section 2, administrative, numbers 1 through 5. Can I get a motion, please?
Motion. Second.
Discussion? Can I get a roll call, please?
Mrs. Servant?
Yes.
Ms. Weinstein?
Yes.
Mr. Paz?
Abstain.
Mrs. Atkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Merkin?
Yes.
Mrs. Wengler?
Yes.
Mrs. Mapp?
Yes. Okay, personnel, numbers 1 through 54. Can I get a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? Can I get a roll call, please?
Mrs. Servant?
Yes.
Ms. Weinstein?
Yes.
Mr. Paz?
No.
Mrs. Atkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Merkin?
Yes.
Mrs. Wengler?
Yes.
Mrs. Mapp?
Yes. Student personnel, number 1. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? Can I ask why we are approving a non-medical home instruction?
Just have to do with special education and work over the summer.
Okay. Any other questions or discussion? Can I get a roll call, please?
Mrs. Servant?
Yes.
Ms. Weinstein?
Yes.
Mr. Paz?
Yes.
Mrs. Atkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Merkin?
Yes.
Mrs. Wengler?
Yes.
Ms. Mapp?
Yes. Special services, numbers 1 to 3. Can I get a motion, please?
Motion. Second.
Discussion? Can I get a roll call, please?
Mrs. Servant?
Yes.
Ms. Weinstein?
Yes.
Mr. Paz?
Yes.
Mrs. Atkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Merkin?
Yes.
Mrs. Wengler?
Yes.
Mrs. Mapp?
Yes. Section 3, finance, numbers 1 through 5. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Discussion? Can I get a roll call, please?
Mrs. Servant?
Yes.
Ms. Weinstein?
Yes.
Mr. Paz?
Abstain.
Mrs. Atkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Merkin?
Abstain.
Mrs. Wengler?
Yes.
Mrs. Mapp?
Yes. Okay, at this time, I'd like to invite anybody to come to the microphone for public comment. Just a reminder, we have a 3-minute, state your name. No, we already know who you are.
I'm Heather Kramer. I live in Manchester, Hollywood section. I am the CPAG committee leader. This is a CPAG report to the Board of Education. So my first request is maybe I can get a time slot on the agenda, so I'm not limited to 3 minutes to give a report to the board every month. Something to think about. Okay, so quick rundown of what's happening right now. So I am the last
for all you do for the CPAC
Thank you.
and our community. Is there anybody else that would like to come to the microphone? I'd like to make a motion to adjourn. Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor? Have a good night and good luck on your